The Orion Corridor is on the outer fringe of Dominion's territory. The corridor is formed by a double row of planets listed on the standard charts as the Orion system. Almost all of these planets are uncolonized, their atmospheres harsh, hostile, barely tolerable to human life. Orion 4 is no exception. There is no permanent population here, only the hidden caves of space pirates, renegades who plunder the space lane freely and greedily, preying on Dominion, Rebel, and neutral ships alike. Hiding out on the deserted planets, the raiders wait for an opportunity for profit.
Weasel!
Yo!
Get me another drink.
Coming up?
I'm blasted bored. Orion 4 used to be right in the thick of things. Transports, gold shipments, weapons transfers. No more. Haven't had a bit of action in this lane for weeks.
Relax, Spider. Our luck will change. It always does.
My men are restless, Weasel, and that's not good. If they don't get action soon, they'll leave me for Strager's camp. Blast him and his luck. That payroll scout they picked off last week was rich.
Well, we could chance a fake signal, boss. It's never failed to bring something down to Orion 4.
The fake distress signal. My favorite, Weasel. But it's always dangerous. It pinpoints our hideout.
But that's only important if they live to tell anyone.
Right. And they don't, do they? Let's set it up, Weasel. We'll see what the spider can lure into his web today.
On board her command ship, General Derrick has been called to the communications bridge to receive an urgent message.
A transmission for you from Dominion Homeworld, General Derrick.
Ready to receive.
Go ahead, Homeworld.
Greetings, General.
Is there something we can do for you, Yggdrathor?
As a matter of fact, there is. In a short time, a Dominion tanker loaded with fuel for the leader's war effort is scheduled to pass through the Orion Corridor on its way to Homeworld Command.
You're requesting an armed escort for the tanker, Yggdrathor?
Exactly. Your orders are to get the Dominion fuel through that pirate-infested corridor without incident. Is that understood, General?
Perfectly. I will see to it at once.
And, General, no mistakes this time. Homeworld out.
General, I think you should know. We've been monitoring a strange, unidentified signal from the Orion Corridor.
What sort of signal, Colonel Connors?
It is very weak and does not match any code or message that we know.
Could it possibly jeopardize the tanker escort mission?
I don't think so, General. But we'll keep monitoring it as we get closer to the Orion planets. It's probably just a satellite malfunction.
Well, you have the assignment. I expect you to handle it personally.
Yes, General. I'll see to the launch at once.
And Connors, remember what Yggdrathor said. There will be no mistakes.
The same distress signal is also being picked up at Mission Control on Cygnus 3. General Zane and his officers are trying to lock on to the exact origin of the signal.
Any change, Christina?
No, Father. We've been monitoring the signal here at Mission Control. It's still very weak and breaks up continuously. Beta, can you make anything more out of it?
My readouts confirm Mission Control's findings. A repeater signal, no verifiable code, origination planet unknown, but definitely in the Orion Corridor.
Colonel Richards, when you were with the Dominion, did you do recon as far out as the Orion planets?
Yes, General, that was, and I'm sure still is, a Dominion-patrolled corridor. But there's always been pirate activity there. That signal could mean anything.
The Orion planets have atmospheres hostile to human life. If someone is trapped down there, They could need our help.
Maybe we should send out a small scouting mission, Father. At least get close enough to find out where the signal's coming from.
I could decode the signal at closer range.
General, one of your scouts alone in the Orion corridor is just asking for it. The pirates would have it stripped and sold before we knew it was gone. At least send an escort or two with some backup firepower.
Christina, you and Richards take out a small recon squadron as soon as possible and find out where this signal is coming from. But be careful. Don't do anything else before reporting back to Mission Control.
We're on our way, General.
As the Rebel Scout mission closes in on the Orion system, the unidentified signal continues to grow stronger. On board Colonel Zane's craft, Beta tries to decode the signal and find its origin.
Beta, what can you tell us now? We're almost over the strongest point of the signal.
My readouts confirm the signal is coming from the planet Orion 4. Code's still not decipherable, I'm afraid.
Beta, what information do you have on Orion 4?
Star catalogs show Orion 4's atmosphere to be barely tolerable for humans. Planet uncolonized. Landforms consist of swamps and sinkholes. No arable soil. Temperature averaging 105 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity constant at 100%.
Not exactly a vacation paradise. Richards, you and the others stay in recon mode. Beta and I are going in for a closer scan.
Colonel Zane, the General told us to report back first.
I'll do that as soon as I have something to report, Colonel.
But
We're going in. Zane out.
Locking on signal origin, Christina. It seems to be coming from those cave-like structures on the surface.
I've got a visual on it. Oh, what a galactic hole this place is.
I've lost the signal, Christina, and I'm picking up 3 spacecraft moving in fast, unidentified, surrounding us.
Take evasive maneuvers, Beta.
Afraid it's too late for that, little lady. May as well go quietly. You're boxed solid. No vector points.
Who are you? What do you want? We're here to answer a distress signal. We're here to help.
How nice of you to accept our invitation. As to what I want, that depends on what you've got. Come on, Weasel. Let's see what prize the spider is suckered in this time.
Back at Mission Control, General Zane gets a report.
I repeat, General, all we know is that Colonel Zane took her scout down to Orion 4 to locate and decode the signal. A few minutes after she entered the atmosphere, she disappeared from our scope completely.
Did you try and contact her on comlink?
Affirmative, General. All channels have been jammed.
Richards, I'm going to send McCormick's fighter group in as soon as they can launch. Stay there and try to pick up Beta's signal on frequency 13F.
13F, sir?
That's correct. Beta's programmed to send whenever Christina's in trouble. If you can get close enough to zero in on it, it just might save her life.
This is Colonel Connors to General Derrick.
This is Derrick.
Escort Fighter Squadron reporting in. We're about to enter the Orion corridor, sir. We should rendezvous with the Dominion tanker at 1200 hours, as planned.
What about that signal, Colonel? Communications lost it completely.
The signal is gone, General. It disappeared a short time ago. No doubt just satellite interference, as I thought.
Very well, Connors. I want to know the moment you've successfully completed this escort operation. I want to pass it along to Eagerthor personally. Don't fail me, dear one.
Never, General. Connors out.
With Christina kidnapped by space pirates and forced down on Orion 4, Richards and McCormick organize a rescue mission.
Colonel Richards, this is McCormick on your port side, along with Lieutenants Baker, Collins, and Stamwick. What's the situation, sir?
I've picked up Beta's signal on frequency 13F. It's coming from the planet's surface.
Are we going in, sir?
I've been thinking about Colonel Zane's chances, McCormick, and something tells me the less attention we draw, the better.
Baker and I will go in alone. The rest of you wait here for further orders. Give us 1 hour.
Roger, Colonel. But if you're not back in exactly 60 minutes, we're coming in. General would have my hide if I let 2 of his colonels disappear.
Sounds good to me, McCormick. Ready, Baker?
I'm right behind you, Colonel.
Then let's go. Head for the open area next to that marshland, Baker. And take her in easy, Lieutenant. We want to be able to get out, too.
Roger. She'll go down like a feather.
Don't forget the rescue gear, Baker.
Roger, Colonel.
Oh, it's hot enough to melt an asteroid. These marsh spiders are eating me alive.
Footing's not too firm, Colonel. Watch where you step. I'll switch on 13F.
Beta's signal's coming from our left, Baker. Let's get moving. Now stay a few paces behind me and watch out. We can't afford to be caught. This muck is over my ankles. It's getting harder to walk. Baker! Baker, watch out! It's a sinkhole! Help me! I'm going down! Baker!
Hidden in a cave on Orion 4, the prisoner Christina Zane is interrogated by the pirate leader.
Well, my web has snared a rich prize. Colonel Christina Zane. You look surprised that I decoded your ID tags. Don't believe there's one in the whole galaxy I haven't broken. It's a business necessity. I hope you find the accommodations to your liking, my dear.
This whole planet is disgusting, and you and your people blend right in. These ropes are too tight. I demand to be released.
Ah, the little lady has some fight left in her. Good. I like that. It should be worth a great deal to the legendary General Alda Zane to get you back all in one piece.
What have you done with Beta?
Beta?
My droid, you idiot.
Oh. I'm afraid your Beta has been deactivated and is awaiting immediate sale. He'll bring a very good price.
Boss!
Yes, Weasel, what is it? Can't you see I'm busy entertaining our guest?
Yeah, sorry, Spider, but Kruger just came in from the space lane. He reported sighting an unarmed automated Dominion tanker trying to run the Orion corridor.
Is she full? What type of escort does she have?
She's riding slow and heavy, Spider. With just an armed escort of Dominion fighters, nothing we can't handle, boss.
Weasel! This is our lucky day. A famous prisoner to ransom and a Dominion tanker. That fuel will convert into a ton of gold standards. We'll be rich!
What do you want to do with the girls, Spider?
Yes, that is a bit of a problem now. Using that fake distress signal has made Orion 4 too conspicuous for the time being. After we steal the tanker, we'll need to move on to a new base. We'll take her with us.
I don't like having a female along the raid, boss. It's bad luck.
Marsh gas has fried your brains, Weasel. Don't question my orders. Just tell the men to get their gear together. Be ready to blast off at my command.
But Spider...
Do it, Weasel! Do it!
Meanwhile, Colonel Stephen Richards is being pulled deeper and deeper into the sinkhole on Orion 4.
Hurry, Baker! This slimy muck is up to my chin!
I'm gonna throw this grappling line so the hook lands behind your head. Grab the rope and I'll pull you out.
Got it. Harder, Baker. Pull harder!
Don't struggle, Colonel. You're not making this any easier.
Just a few more feet. Thanks, Baker. That was close. But we've lost valuable time. Come on. We've got to find Beta and Colonel Zane.
Well, will you look at that? Somebody's been collecting scrap metal and spare parts to sell. What a pile of junk. Say, isn't that Beta, sir? Heaped up with those other droids?
Yes, it looks okay. Turn that signal off, Baker. We'll alert every guard in the place.
I hate to say it, but I think Colonel Zane's been kidnapped by raiders, sir.
That's what it looks like, Baker. We've got to get Beta moving again. Oh, no. They've removed the activator core. Well, I guess that does it. Let's get him back to the ship.
Well, not so fast, Colonel. I believe it's Lieutenant Baker to the rescue again. You see, each member of the squadron carries spare parts, in case Beta has an emergency, just like this. Oh, the General's very particular about that. Let's see, I've got an activator core somewhere. Yeah, here it is.
Amazing, Baker. The General seems to think of everything. I'll just put the new core inside this slot. There.
A, B, Beta, 1, 0, 0, 1, 10, 100, 1,000. Oh, Colonel Richards, Lieutenant Baker. I was certain my circuits would never work again.
Beta, we need your sensors to find out where Colonel Zane's been taken.
I'm not feeling quite normal yet, but I'll certainly try. Christina's not on Orion 4 anymore, Colonel Richards.
She's not? Where have they taken her?
Coordinates indicate Christina is above the planet.
Above Orion 4? Well, the pirates must have evacuated for some reason, sir. That would account for no guards being around, no sign of anyone.
They must have been in a big hurry to leave these droids behind. This is a valuable pile of junk metal and parts.
Really, Colonel Richards?
I wasn't referring to you, Beta.
What was that?
Contact McCormick and see what's going on in the corridor above us.
This is Baker on Orion 4. Do you read me, McCormick?
McCormick here, I copy. Have you found Colonel Zane?
Negative, but we did locate Beta. He tells us Colonel Zane is in your area, McCormick.
What's going on up there, Lieutenant?
We've got a Dominion fighter group escorting a tanker down the Orion corridor. They've been jumped by space pirates. We're out of range. Good fight, though.
McCormick, Colonel Zane is on one of those raiders' ships, probably the leaders. You say they're in a dogfight for a large Dominion tanker?
Affirmative, Colonel. And so far, I'd say it's Raiders 2, Dominion nothing.
I think the Dominion may have just given us the answer to getting Colonel Zane back. McCormick, here's what we'll do.
Bravo! Space pirates! All units go to Code 5 assault sequence.
Affirmative on Code 5.
Scum like this will not be allowed to capture a Dominion tanker. But there's so many of them. Where did they all come from so fast?
This is Barbeau. We've lost Butler. Wait, additional fighters coming at us from 9 o'clock. But these aren't pirates, Colonel Connors. The markings indicate a rebel squadron.
Rebels, here? Am I having a malfunction? I do not understand.
Ian's fighter is down. The pirates plus the rebels outnumber us 5-1, sir.
Connors to remaining fighters, break off the attack. We'll have to abandon the tanker. We cannot take another direct hit. Hyperspace, let's get out of range. Fire!
Okay, McCormick. So far, so good. It's time for the second half of the rescue plan. This part's a bit more tricky. Form up around the tanker.
Forming up as ordered. Standing by for further orders.
Lieutenant Baker, you've got Beta with you. Is he able to pinpoint the location of Colonel Zane?
He's working on it, Colonel.
I have a lock, Colonel Richards. Sensors confirm Christina is in the lead pirate ship.
Thanks, Beta. This is Colonel Stephen Richards, Rebel Forces, requesting communication with the leader of the raiding convoy. Do you read me?
I don't know whether to thank you, Colonel, or blast you out of the galaxy to teach you a lesson. This is my territory, and I don't like to feel crowded.
We have no wish to fight you for this tanker or anything else.
Tell me what you want, Rebel. I'm losing patience.
I'm proposing a trade. We have something you want, and you have someone we want back. The tanker for Colonel Christina Zane. Is it a deal?
Deal? Give me one good reason why I shouldn't have both. The lady and the tanker.
Every rebel spacecraft you see has its Meson cannons and lasers locked onto the same target, your Dominion tanker. One move to take us out and we'll blast firepower at it like 100 launch towers. We will do it. Count on it.
You're bluffing, rebel. You wouldn't risk an explosion in space so close to your own people.
If you're sure this is a bluff, then call it. But if you've guessed wrong, pirate, your profit will be space ash. Can you afford to waste such a valuable prize? It's up to you, Raider.
You got guts, rebel. Your precious lady is worth much. But the tanker, the tanker, is worth more. I believe they call this a standoff.
Do you agree, then? The tanker in exchange for Colonel Zane.
All right, rebel. Agreed. But bring one fighter alongside my ship. Transfer will be made to the port airlock. But don't try anything funny. The lady is no use to you dead.
Coming alongside to dock. Docking in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Locking on.
Colonel Richards, Steve, I don't know how you did it, but I'm sure glad to leave that place behind. Thanks.
Let's get out of here before that thief changes his mind. Richards to lead raider.
His name is Spider.
Wonderful. Colonel Richards to Spider. The tanker's all yours. The rebel fighters will release it as soon as I give the command.
I'll be waiting. Goodbye, my dear lady. For now. But don't be surprised if we meet again someday. You're a prize worth chasing.
Christina, are you all right?
Just fine, Steve.
McCormick, release the tanker. Our business is finished here.
Roger. Nice to have you back, Colonel Zane. McCormick to all fighters. Break out of tanker escort formation. Regroup under Code B. Returning to Cygnus 3.
Colonel Christina Zane's rescue from the space pirates will be cause for celebration on the rebel planet Cygnus 3. But for the humanoid, Colonel Connors, the lost tanker will mean yet another failure to report to General Derrick. And so, the conflict continues.
The secret of Dominion. Have you discovered it? And what is Emerald Tree? More clues follow in Episode 5, A Galahad for the Dominion.